All right, good morning, everyone. It's a beautiful day, and I only wish that everything will work fine according to plan for you and also for me. But this morning, I just want to share a few tips and again help someone out there that is seeking and looking for a job. Some few things you also need to put, into perspective and work on that can also help you in achieving the kind of job you so desire. Last time I discussed about the things you must do that must be inclusive in your CV, but this time I want to talk about attending interview, especially addressing the millennial. Those are a great set of people, and I believe I'm one anyway. I engage in a lot of recruitment exercise, and occasionally, if I have time, I join the interview panel. And recently, I begin to worry, to bother about how people pay attention or take interview. I'll share a little about my own experience attending interview when I finished from school and then changing jobs. I think I've attended many interviews that I've said to myself that there's no interview in the world again that can really be shaken or I can be afraid of. One of the longest interview I ever been involved in is one I did with Nestle. The process took about 7 levels, and at a point, in one of those levels, which was a panel of about 8 or so, I said to myself, if I do not cross this ordeal, I think I've tried, because I felt fulfilled somehow, even when I was not sure I was going to get the job. I felt like crossing this ordeal, for me, it's okay. But the truth is that I crossed that ordeal when I was invited for another level, and I was so surprised, and I perhaps I must have done well in the previous one. And I said to myself, there's no interview again that could be so challenging or shaking for me since that day. Yeah, the story whether I get the job is for another day, but indeed I got the job or something happened. That's for another day anyway. But what I'm trying to address today is about those attending interview, especially the millennial. Now, interview is not a panel of crucifixion or persecution, or whether it's a panel of coming to condemn people. It's just a kind of assessment of who you are, what you have done, and what you are capable of doing. It's as simple as that. Whatever anybody asks you at interview, they just want to know your competence and the relevance to the job advertised. Nobody wants to waste their own time. Nobody wants to also trust entirely on the things you have put in your CV or resume and use as a basis for giving you a job. Except in some occasions, especially in a part of the world where people get jobs on privilege, on recommendations, on godfatherism, even in getting job and all of that. But the reality is that when you have to attend interview, it's basically to analyze critically the job and who is picking the job. And like you all know, you have many contests, many people competing for sometimes just one singular role. And because of this, everybody had come to sell themselves. You have to sell yourself to the panel, to the interviewers. They must be convinced that you have capability, you have capacity, and you have competence to deliver on their expectation. Every advertised job, no matter how small you think it is, the employer or prospective employer have a need that must be fulfilled, and that is why they have decided to advertise this position. So you don't go there and feel like even when you are good, you still have to convince the panel, you still have to sell yourself. And sometimes we assess you based on your CV, which is a point of contact for us, and subsequently we bring you forward to know who is the person behind the CV, so that we can really have an engagement. And each time we do this, we just want to be convinced that we have the best hand coming in. All right, moving further, there are basic things that you must do pre-interview, during the interview, and perhaps after the interview. And I will say this. Okay. One, once you make an application and then you got to receive an email or SMS saying that you are invited for an interview, if you are able to get wind of the company recruiting, I mean not the agency, the very company that they are recruiting for, do your research on that company. If you don't, you can do your research further on that role, the particular role advertised and that you have been considered for to attend interview. What I mean by that is, should in case you don't know the company, but if you have an idea whether the industry is manufacturing, service, pharmaceutical, whatever it is, the job related, especially again, you know, because based on your own, qualification anyway, you should have an idea of what role it is. So, but what it means that do more research, relevance of your profession, relevance of the job specific to the business, to the industry, to the sector. Don't rely solely on what you have done on your previous employment. Do research. Now, when you do your research, if you know about the very company, do research about that company in the sector. If you don't, do research more about the job. Now, what I mean by that, understand the trends, the new trend, the things evolving. Number two, get various things that you can bring to the table, even with your own experience. And then again, once you're able to do your research, then try to determine ahead of time the location of the interview. Don't be so funny that it's on the day of interview you'll be roaming about the whole Lagos or the whole world. But this affords you waste of time, it affords you unnecessary prayer, it affords you missing your way, it affords you wasting of time when you do your pre-analysis of the locations. Now, another thing is that whatever document is required, put them together ahead of time. Now, go through those documents again and again to be sure that you remember everything in your own document. They are your document, but the truth is that perhaps you are on a job presently, so you don't even have time to start studying the document. But the moment you know you are going for an interview, check your document and be sure you still remember the things that are in your document. Don't get an interview and say, I graduated 2013 when you graduated 2003. And because just be sure, even in your CV, whatever information you have put there, it should be with you. So when the interviewer asks you, you'll be able to relate these things, to them without guessing. Because some of the things, sometimes, interviewer test, when it especially comes to aspect of integrity and honesty, is the fact that when you're missing your date, you are missing your records, we assume that you seems to be missing or not being straightforward. And that can be judged as on basis of honesty. All right, now the next line is that now make sure you get a clothes you want to wear to the interview. Now, this may not be generalized, but the truth is there's a need for your presentation of yourself. Regardless of the nature of job you do, there's need for you to present yourself neat, tidy, and in a very good manner. Don't take it with levity that after all, I'm an engineer, I'm a doctor, we don't have to put on suits. It doesn't matter. But what we are saying is, make sure you are deliberate about the things you are wearing, because you need to be comfortable. And then the audience, the interviewers, should also be able to accommodate you. And then the next one is, if you have body odor, if you have to put your whole collagen on yourself, do it. Help yourself. You are selling yourself. It is not a death sentence that you have a body odor, but the truth is that you can manage it. Now, your shoe and other things, try, even when you are going to use commercial buses, get a foam or a handkerchief that you can use to clean. I mean, what we are saying is that you are selling yourself, you are selling your experience, you are selling your competence, you are selling everything to the interviewer. So you must be deliberate about what you do. Those are the things you need to do perhaps before your interview. And on the day of interview, if you are given 9:15, for instance, please, at the earliest, 9:10. Don't go to the office of interviewer by 9 o'clock, 7 o'clock. They all have other things to do. It's not only you that is their business. However, they may have actually scheduled your interview for that time because they have other people coming. For instance, in my office, we give 9:15, 9:30 for individuals, so that come and cluster off. Even when we have the whole garage, the whole space to accommodate 1 million, but we wouldn't want everybody to come and cluster around. We don't also want to waste your time. So at the earliest, if your time is deliberate and said that please be around by 9:15, 9:10 is okay. And if you want to get to the location early because of traffic or other things, you can get there, but make sure you look for one eatery or another place and just hang around once you are sure of where you are going. Not to go and sit in someone's office as if it's only you they want to attend to, or you also look like a jobless person. It's either way. Now, get your document ready with you, and then when you get to the interview proper, basic things. Can we meet you? And then start telling them about the story of the jobs you have done in the past. No. Your name, perhaps your qualification, and the reason why you are here, and just stop. Let them ask further questions. I've seen instances that say, can we meet you? Tell us your name, tell your qualification, tell us, basic information, personal information, and then you start rolling on telling us all the one type, about 10 companies you have worked. And I'm like, do you understand the question? Then don't be too forward to put yourself in unnecessary trouble. Because even when you go that direction, then you are open up yourself, then we can begin to throw the question at you that you probably will not be prepared for. So take it easy, calm down, listen attentively, answer basic questions asked. Don't be too forward. Don't also come as if you were sabi. If you don't know, you'll not be invited. If you don't feel you have competence or you have knowledge, we won't invite you to start with. So take it easy. And then in the course of interview, avoid unnecessary pressure on yourself, and then mind your words. Don't be insultive. Even if you perceive the interviewer pass a question that sounds insulting. Now, you are not in charge, but you can also take charge. I hope you get that. You are not in charge because you are like the one on the hot seat. But you can take charge by also playing along and being receptive, being friendly, put on a lot of smile. It's necessary. By the time you do that, you are also helping the interviewer to reduce or relax. And there are points that you may get to a serious engagement, back and forth. You don't need to pass the ball. And now for the millennial, like I said, one of the things I want to encourage you is that avoid, all those kind of language are not professional. Yeah, yes, that's what is in the world. See, don't be too carried away by the language you use on social media, you use around, and then you think you'll be assumed that is what is in thing. It's not. This is a professional, engagement. Treat it as one. The last time one guy came to our office and we were interviewing and he was using some funny language. I smiled. I said, okay. He said, oh, sorry. See, how many sorries will you be giving? So you need to be able to balance yourself and be able to help yourself. It's just basic. Now, someone said, all this may not necessarily be the reason why you get the job, but all this also may be part of the reason why you will not get the job. And then, moving further. You see, once you enter the interview in a room or whatever it is, if you are sensitive enough, you will understand the atmosphere, if it's charged or it's relaxed. And either way, just be yourself. Avoid trying to put certain things together that are not facts, because the truth is, there may be post-interview where you will ask to bring some document, some information, some fact based on the thing you said. And if those things are not genuine, then you now begin to struggle. And let me say this to you, especially when it comes to the aspect of what is your expectation, your salary. I say, let the company decide. The company has the truth is that the company has its own budget. They have their own structure. But they want to know what you also feel you want. If the budget of the company is 100,000, you say, I want 1 million naira, they won't kill you. They won't send you off. It's okay. Most likely, is that negotiable? What will be your best? And why do you think we should pay you 1 million naira? So, say it's all the same. running away or avoiding that question to say the company has to, it doesn't answer the question. And if you say the company has no structure and they pay 50,000, will you take it? So, okay, anything the range of 500,000, I'm fine. Perhaps I also don't mind if I have an idea of the structure. Fine, you've given an idea. Okay, the structure will always be there, because I remember an interview I attended some years ago, and then I told them my expectation, and they said, that's more than salary of our MD. I said, oh, well, perhaps if the position is also vacant. But the truth is, I felt I want that anyway. But let's start from there. And then, we start negotiation. So I just want to encourage you. Interview again is not a death sentence. It's not a judgment class or judgment session. It's not crucifying moment. It's just to know what you're worth, what you got, and what you can give. So I wish you all the best in your next interview. Just prepare, and you always get it. You don't have to be nervous. You don't have to be jittery. You don't have to be aggressive. You don't have to be insultive. Just be calm. Just be calm. And within 2, 3 to 5 minutes, you will take charge. And then you can be able to dole out all that you know. Again, like I said the last time, the things that are just essential is your experience, your competence, and your qualification. That's all. I mean, when I say your competence, I also mean your skill. So those are the things that you need to know. And I believe as you put all of this into practice, you get better by the day, and your dream job will come. The next time we'll discuss more. I wish you all the best. Ayo, Adia.